Hi, this is Margaret with Recipe Amateur Investigator. Today we're going to make some Valentine cookies with using a linzer cookie cutter. And instead of using strawberry, what this recipe says, I'm going to use raspberry. And let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is get 1 cup of unsalted butter. Make sure it's room temperature and soft. And we're going to blend it until it gets smooth. And then we're going to add in here 1/4 of the sugar. And we're going to let that mix while it's mixing. So while it's mixing, we're going to start the dry ingredients and then we'll come back to this. So in the dry ingredients right here, I got 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Next, we're going to get 1/4 of baking powder. 1/4 of baking powder. Then we're going to get 2 tablespoons of the powdered sugar. You know, the confection, that powdered sugar that you use, the powdered sugar. So we're going to use 2 tablespoons of that. This in here, though, guys, it's 1/4 of regular sugar, but this one's that powdered sugar. So we're going to put 2 in here. Then we're going to get, because we're mixing all dry ingredients. Then we're going to get 1/8 of salt. Put a little bit in here back. 1/8 of salt, and then 1/8 of cinnamon. This open and do 1/8 of cinnamon. Let's see if I can get this in here. Pour it here. Too much. 1/8 of cinnamon. I think I got enough in here. Then we're just going to mix this up. Then you're going to get 1 egg, guys, and then also we're going to use 1 tablespoon of vanilla. So I'm going to scrape this down. Let me bring this up. We're going to scrape down the sides of this. And I kind of use my spatula over there. And then we're going to start putting in the egg and then the vanilla. So I just want to do that. Make sure all this is off. Perfect. Okay. Then we're going to, like I said, we're going to put 1 egg in here and let it mix. One egg. And then it's going to be 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And I'm using my half, so why dirty another measuring spoon when I can just double this. Let that mix for a little bit. And then we're probably going to have to scrape down again because it's not doing it. Now this one does, once we do the dough, we're going to have to put it in the refrigerator for about 1 hour to 2. I tried making these cookies last night because I wasn't sure how to use the lantern cookie cutters, trying to learn how to do it. So, but I think I got it. I'll show you. But I used it for 2 hours, and I didn't like the way the dough came out in 2 hours. So I'm going to try to do this dough for 1 hour. But I guess it depends what climate you're in. Then we're just going to pour in the dry ingredients now. I'm just going to pour it in, mix it in here. Whoops, there we go. And then I'm going to do this very low because every time I do it, it makes a powder on me. I just whoop in here. So let's just move all this. And now we're going to turn it up just a little bit. And the dough is kind of thick, I think. It's kind of like a crumbly. So we're just going to let it mix. I don't don't know if I should add another egg to this. I'm doing exactly what this recipe says, but I guess it's supposed to be kind of thick. But if you see how, now I know it's done, because it's not going to do it anymore. So I'm going to turn this, lift this up. Then I'm going to get my mat in just a moment over here, my cookie mat. Lay this thing out. And then I'm going to get a little bit of flour, which I forgot to put some on the side. Yeah, I don't want it ready to fall. I'm going to get some flour. We're going to flour it. I love these little storage things I get from on the TV. Is this? Oh, this one's my sugar. Sorry guys, can't read. I love these little things for lock and lock. I just love it. Okay, so I'm gonna put some flour here to the side, just in case if I need it again. I have it. I have it. I'm just gonna roll it on the mat, and then also put some on your roller pin so it doesn't stick. Okay, that looks good. And then we're just gonna get this dough. Sorry, trying to get all this off. There we go. And we're just gonna put it here. You're just gonna roll it here, all on. Make sure you get it all. See how I told you the dough's kind of crumbly? So, I'm gonna do it like this. Okay. And the next thing we're going to do is you're just going to mush it all together with clean hands. I guess I don't need this yet. I'm going to need it in a little bit, but you do need to put your flour here so that it doesn't stick. Once you get all this together, you're going to let this sit in the refrigerator for an hour. Or it says 2 hours. I'm not doing it for 2 hours. To me, it was too hard. So I'm going to do it for an hour, and then I'm going to let it rest for like 15 minutes. So then I get me some plastic. Put it out. Cover it up. And then I'm going to place this in my refrigerator and let it sit for an hour, and then we'll come back out and roll them and be right back. So I got the dough out of the refrigerator. I'm going to put it down now. You're going to set your oven at 375, and we're going to just make sure we got some powder on here. I mean some flour on here, not powder. And then this is where it goes, where you have to have some muscles, I guess. Now we're just going to roll it, and I know this is the part where it takes some time, so I'm just going to take this off and work with a little bit I got. That's what I was saying. I even let this rest for a little bit out before I started this. So let me put some more flour on this. A little bit more, and let's see if we can get there. Work it perfect. Okay, so after we're gonna roll it, I'm just gonna do a little at a time to show you. It's starting to mess up again. Sorry. This is the part I do not like. Okay. And then here we go. Okay, I think. There we go. Now it's going a little smoother. Okay, so now that I have this, I'm going to go ahead and cut. I'm going to cut a couple of these just so you can see. And put it to the side. Put it to the side. And then I'm going to roll this dough out one more time to make a couple of more of these. And then we'll make the little heart ones. So let's see if I can get this going. So the ideal is to work with less dough. Unless you know how to roll out your dough smoother than me. Okay. Then I'm going to cut 2 more. And then put these to the side. Next, we're going to go ahead and we're going to roll some more doughs because we're going to make the toppers to these on the linzer part. So this is a pretty cool item. I just learned you could pull this out. So in this one piece right here, there has these little things right here, these little lips, I guess. So you're going to pick your one that you want. I'm going to use the heart one, and then you just put it inside it, and you just make a twist so it sticks. And then you put it back in here, and that's how you make the hearts. Okay, so I'm going to roll out this dough. Don't want to mess these up. And then we'll make the tops. Now, since it's Valentine's, I'm using the heart ones. And then also I'm going to use raspberry, but you can use anything red, cherry, raspberry, whatever you want to do, strawberry. So now this is the part that I got. I push this down. I press it pretty hard down this thing. Come back over here. And see, this is what my problem was. I was not getting these out very good. So I kind of put this back in, and then I repress it, and there, it came out. Okay, we're going to do another one. Is that pretty? I think that's so pretty. Then we're going to do another one. Put this back in. Push that dough there. And then we're going to do another one. I press down, I press on this a couple of times, and then I'm going to bring it back over here, press it, and to remove it. Oh, this one came out. That one looks really pretty, huh? Look at me, I'm excited. Okay, so then I'm going to push this to the side because I'm going to make all of them, but I just don't need you to sit here the whole time watching me do it. So then I get my little rack, and then I'm just going to put them in here. Oh, well, I'm just going to do 2, just to show you, and I'll make the rest of them. Then what I do is, a lot of people put the jam in last, let the cookie done, and then fill it into the heart. Not me. I fill it first because I don't want to mess it up. So I get a little bit of my jam. I put it here in the center. Put it in the center. Put this one in the center too. Now remember, you're setting your oven at 375. Put these on top. Isn't that the prettiest thing? I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. Is that the prettiest thing? I think that's just perfect. That's kind of cute for Valentine's Day. You know, I'm really impressed because I'm not the best cookie cutter person that makes cookies like that. So I'm going to put these, I'm going to fill this whole thing up. It makes about 15 cookies. And then after it comes out, I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to put a little bit of powdered sugar on it, and then we'll test it. So again, it's going to go in the oven at 375. Watch your oven anywhere between 8 to 12 minutes. I think yesterday with mine, it was anywhere between 10 and 11 minutes. And I'll be right back. So I just took them out of the oven. They cool for about 5 minutes because the pan's nice and cool. This is what they look like. This is the one with some strawberries. I did a couple with fig jam, because I like figs. So this is the strawberry, but these are cute little ideals for Valentine's Day. So what I'm going to do is get my little sifter here, and because they say you can sift some flour, some powdered sugar on it, but I think when you do powdered sugar, it kind of takes away the Valentine's heart. Don't you think? I do. So, but that's what it says to do. I wish I had the name of the recipe person, but I kind of copy and paste it because it wouldn't let you print it, so I don't even know. It's just called Old-Fashioned Christmas blah, blah, blah following, but underneath it, it says Valentine's Day Strawberry Linzer Cookies. So I guess you could follow any recipe, because more likely they're all the same when you come and look at it. Just depends who you want to use. So let's try this cookie. I'll put a little powdered sugar on it. Maybe, I don't know. But this is what it looks like. And oh, look how pretty golden brown it looks. See? So let's taste it. I want to get to the jam. That's where I want to go. Into the cookie itself. Ooh, look, see how pretty it looks inside the cookie? Okay, let's try it. Still warm. This is a great Valentine treat. I would make these again, especially during the holidays, because the set when I bought them came from Amazon. Got some like cheap, and they come with different little settings. It's like little like Christmas trees or circles or diamonds, so you can make your different shapes for different holidays. So if you like this recipe, follow me here. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you all who are my new people and the people who've been following me. I really appreciate you. I want to thank you for coming into my kitchen, for making these Valentine treats, and I hope your family enjoys these treats as much as my family will. Bye, guys.